He was known to be violent, dangerous and mentally ill. So why was Valdo Calocane free to roam the streets, armed with a knife, killing at random? It's a question that haunts the victims' families.
Missed opportunities to divert his lethal path will forever play on our minds. And this requires further review. We will look for answers regarding missed opportunities to intervene and prevent this horrendous crime.
There were so many warnings. Over 4 years of deteriorating mental health, Calocane carried out a series of assaults. One young woman even jumped out of a window to escape him. Police and the NHS knew. In fact, at the time of the killings, there was a warrant out for his arrest for assaulting an officer. But police are refusing to take the full blame for what was multi-agency failure.
I would like to see mental health services now step forward when the time is appropriate and right and say this is what we could and should have done.
The NHS say they had made multiple attempts to contact him, but serious questions remain. Calocane had simply slipped through the net of the authorities, meaning unmonitored and unmedicated, he was able to carry out the brutal killings here. And this case is far from unique. A shocking number of people die at the hands of killers with serious mental illness, who the authorities have failed to detain or section until it's too late. After Julian Hendy's father, Phillip, was killed by a paranoid schizophrenic in 2007, he began supporting other families.
I discovered that over 100 to 120 families each and every year across the UK are killed by a person with severe mental illness.
Why are lessons not learned?
People try and work on the principle of least restriction, so they're not assertive enough, and they work on the basis of what the patient wants, rather than what the public would protect the public sometimes.
Jacob Billington was stabbed to death in Birmingham in 2020. His best friend, Michael Callahan, left permanently disabled. Their attacker had schizophrenia.
Somebody that dangerous, unless they're running around with a machete, is not going to be sectioned. And it seems to me to be that bar is just incredibly high, and that's something that needs to be looked at as well.
Calocane will likely now be detained for the rest of his life. But how many more dangerous, seriously ill people like him remain on the streets of Britain?